Have you ever prayed so hard and felt like heaven stayed silent? Like your words floated into the sky and vanished? Zara had faith bigger than her tiny hands could hold. Every night, she'd write a little note to God. Simple, heartfelt prayers folded carefully into a glass jar on her bedside table. She called it God's mailbox. One night, her handwriting trembled. Her grandma was sick, very sick. Zara pressed her pencil to the paper and wrote, "Dear God, please heal Grandma." She slipped it into the jar, hugged her teddy Tibby tightly, and closed her eyes, trusting that God was already at work. But the next morning, Grandma still lay quiet on the couch, smiling, yes, but pale and tired. Zara stood nearby, arms folded, heart too heavy. Was God even listening? Days passed. The silence stretched. Doubt began to whisper. Then one night, frustration spilled over. Zara stood by the trash can, prayer note in hand. Tibby sat forgotten. The prayer jar remained untouched. She crumpled the note and tossed it away. That night, something extraordinary happened. In a dream brighter than day, Zara found herself in a glowing garden above the clouds, where golden butterflies danced and gentle music filled the air. There she saw a room full of floating letters, radiant bottles, and peaceful angels. Each bottle was labeled, "Answered." Wait, no, "In progress." One jar glowed with a soft light. An angel picked up her note and placed it inside. Its label read, "Answered. Wait for my time." Zara's eyes filled with awe. She didn't need to ask why anymore. She understood. She woke up, smiling. The next morning, warm sunlight kissed her cheeks. She knelt quietly, pulled the crumpled note from the trash, and smoothed it gently with care. Then, with reverence, she returned it to God's mailbox. This time, she didn't feel alone. And the jar sparkled once again. A week later, laughter filled the living room. Grandma, wrapped in a bright wrapper, sat up with a joy Zara hadn't seen in days. She squeezed Zara's hands with strength and gratitude. Mom stood nearby, tears in her eyes, smiling. Zara beamed, not just because her prayer was answered, but because now she knew something she'd never forget. God always answers prayers, but his answers don't come with a clock or a calendar. Sometimes he says yes, sometimes he says no, and sometimes he says, "Wait, my time is perfect." Zara learned to trust the waiting, and so can we.